Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to Aged Out Reacts with the two hosts of the Aged Out podcast, Mike Fantini and
Evan Worrell.
And today we continue, as we've been continuing through our 2022 DCI coverage with some Troopers action. We have a few groups we want to get through still before, hopefully, next weekend of Atlanta, because we're actually going to go to Atlanta, so if you see us in the lot or in the stadium, feel free to say hi. We're making the trek, checking some live band out. We're doing Troopers today, obviously, in this video, and then we still want to do like Blue Stars, Phantom, and Blue Knights are the last three that I feel like we want to get to, but honestly, videos just like aren't there.
Yeah, shout out to anybody taking videos in San Antonio this weekend. I know you all were sweating it up. George from this video, Robert, Drumline AV, and just whoever else out there. I know it's been crazy hot.
Yeah, so thank you, George Collins. Go check out this channel. He provided this awesome Troopers video. Great quality recording. He actually messaged Evan and I and was like, yeah, hopefully this one chunk's in there because my phone was overheating all day trying to take all these videos. So go check the channel out, show him some love, subscribe, all that good stuff. So check out the podcast on all podcast services, Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify. Head over to LoneStarPercussion.com, use the discount code AGEDOUT, save yourself $10 on any order of $50 or more. It's a pretty sweet deal. We're right in the thick of band camp for most high school kids, and college is getting ready to start. It's going back to school. You know, you never know what you're going to need. They'll hook you up. So I'm ready to check this out. I've seen a little bit of Troopers this season, and from what I saw, like, solid. They've been good the last few years. I haven't seen the show.
It's probably one of the higher shows on my favorite list.
I'm definitely gonna have to watch it then. I caught some San Antonio last night on the stream and watched like the last 6 groups, so more of the top of the world class groups. But Troopers is on the list to check out. So let's see what the Drumline's doing and just jump into it. It's clear. There's one roll that was gray. One of those triplet rolls was gray, but
lots of energy in the beats.
It's this phrase drives really well, but I want to point out too, immediately from right when they started playing, even his tuning scheme sounds better on Pearl.
Well, everything sounds better on Pearl to me, but
yeah, that's right. Personal preference.
Personal preference.
But yeah, I mean, it's Rennick tuning scheme. It works. I actually think that I texted you in the middle of watching the Broken Arrow show last weekend or whenever it was last week. I was like, God damn it. Paul Rennick's tuning scheme sounds so good from the stands, like when they're on the field. It's just unreal. It works so well.
Yeah, back up just a couple seconds.
Yep.
Finally figured out how to use the arrow key, I see.
I know. Good space phrase.
A little hair to phrase there on the bass. Yeah. There's a lot of energy in the writing, man. And in the playing.
The rolls are just so warm. Nice. Missed that one hair to.
Yeah, crushed.
So blended.
Yeah.
Just a warm battery sound.
Going through the drums again. I dig that.
I know, that's a whole rant for another video. I'm gonna back up real quick. I talked over that last little bit.
Such good dynamic layering.
Yeah. Phrase builds really well over the walking bass figure. Really tasty phrase.
Use the texture on the instrument.
Nice. when the low end is that good, it just makes the high end that much more impactful.
Well, yeah, when you get the contrast, you don't have to play as loud to make it feel loud.
Yep. And
it's just not blistering our eardrums the whole time.
Yeah, they achieve dynamics very effectively. As I unpause on a really good 7-stroke or mid-roll, I don't even know.
Snare tenor blend is just very exceptional.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Quads moving around the drums effortlessly.
Yeah, that visual's funny.
Check it.
Buzz roll was out of nowhere.
Everybody's hyping the buzz roll.
I know, it came out of nowhere. I didn't see it coming.
I'm gonna take a wild stab at their backfield during this moment.
You're probably right.
Nice transition in the paradiddle diddle from the roll.
Little Shirley Murphy thrown in there. I like it. Their rolls, they play rolls extremely well. The only time that I'm hearing ticks or grayness is when they throw stuff like either right after a roll, they're not adjusting the hand pressure immediately for the new figure they're playing, or like there's been a couple times they've had some really beefy paradiddle phrases where it's kind of gotten gray at the upper end. Like they're not all really having the energy behind the hands you need to keep that consistent, but that's minor stuff, and they've still got 3 weeks. Like they got 3 weeks of the season left, and is that that Dan guy clicking sticks that Marsh Phantom for
Siler? I believe so.
I think he was with Phantom in 19. Actually, when I pulled the video up, I was like, I think that's who that is.
Yeah, I think he did teach at Phantom for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, also marched under Paul for years,
like 5 years or something.
Like from 2017 to like 2007 to like 2014 or 15 or something like that.
I don't know about that long, but it was a while.
It was a long time.
It was a while.
13, 14, I don't know. This is like 5 or 6 years. He's got the Texas gear on. Luka Doncic. I think this is a drum moment in the show where they're like playing on oil barrels, like what they're playing on the rim right now. They're playing on the prop.
Cool.
Which, hold on, pause. So it's like kind of thematic because they're playing on the oil drums, like, like black gold, oil is money type thing. But ironically, you always seem to find videos of Troopers or Vanguard or these Paul Rennick taught lines like before the lot and warm-ups playing on like a rail or playing on a piece of planked wood. I was like, they probably like are just used to playing on these oil drums because they're used to warming up on like
anything they can find.
Anything they can find while the tech's tuning up the drums or something. So when I watched the show, I was like, oh, that's kind of ironic.
We played on concrete sometimes in 2012, and after doing that and experiencing how it opens your hands up to play on something other than a Kevlar head, as a snare drummer at least, when I see videos of them playing on railings and things like that, I'm just imagining like your hands feel like butter when you go back to a drum. It's crazy how soft your hands can be after that.
Yeah, if you can figure out how to keep your hands soft playing on concrete, then when you're playing on Kevlar, as long as it's not tuned inappropriately, it feels like you're playing on a practice pad.
Yep. All right, we got like 20 seconds, and then we'll wrap it up.
Woo! That was a great roll coming out of the threes. Back up.
Yeah, I want to start that over.
Out of the stick control moment. Getting back into a front grip pressure from a back grip pressure moment. Nice bass.
I like the bass phrase over top of this, I guess, barrel stuff.
Very
Nice.
well done.
Dude, their quad line's pretty good.
Drums.
Dude, their quad line's good. You said they move around the drums really well. They do.
Yeah, that finish up the drums there was really nice.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so much energy in the book. I don't want to say I like it more, or no, I do want to say that I like it more. That's what I'm meaning. But I don't want to say that it's better, but I kind of like this book better than Vanguard's book.
You know, I was debating whether I wanted to say that or not, but you kind of just threw it out there anyway. So obviously an arranger is constrained by what the music the show is designed around is. So
yeah,
this book definitely has more energy in it to me.
Yeah.
But having seen Vanguard's show, it makes sense that Vanguard's battery book wouldn't have, it's more of a, like you described it to me as like a 6 out of 10 the whole show. Like it's just like, I don't know. Is that putting words in your mouth, or did I misunderstand you?
No, I don't think so. Like the source material of the Vanguard stuff and the whole like finding Nirvana, it's almost like a sense of peace or like a comfort. Like they in the book feels like it's in a comfort zone. This book for the Troopers feels just more aggressive.
Yeah.
So I prefer it more, I would say.
It's fun to listen to, and you can definitely tell they picked their spots. Or I guess Paul picked the spots of where he wrote the density. Because you've got phrases that it's like, okay, it's cool section to section interplay going on, some layering stuff, dynamic stuff, tasty stuff going on, and then they'll just ram. And so I feel like you paced it really well to make those dense spots be even more impactful by not doing it the whole time. And as a group that probably has, at least looking at the members in the drumline, some less experienced younger members, it works out because then you can hammer those spots and also just work on focus on fundamentals and all that stuff and sound quality and that'll all improve the less dense spots on its own.
Right. And they're not the only team playing that game either.
No, not at all. I think it's smart. I think it's a smart way to do it, the way the system is designed right now. And it's, Lauren's done a great job. She's got a great team she put together. Troopers have been solid for the last handful of years since she's been in place there. And obviously, we've made the comment before, like, it is very Paul Rennick reminiscent. There we go. But it makes sense. Well, first off, it's a lot of people that teach here taught and marched for Paul and / with Paul. And
I feel like that's a compliment more than anything.
100%. That's where I'm going with it.
Some people came at us last time and were like, wow, grouch. I was like, it's a compliment.
It's a good thing. And why would you not want to try to emulate at least something out of the group that, in my opinion, might win a 5th drum trophy this year? Like, clearly it's a good system. And they probably have their own tweaks to make it their own. The way they do things a little differently. I'm sure it's not a carbon copy. But as a framework to build a program off of, like, it clearly works. Why would you not take advantage of that knowledge and experience you had as a member / instructor before running your own group? So kudos. Been a fan of the Troopers for a few years. They're playing really well this year. Super cool. Like the book.
Yeah. I agree.
That's all we got, everybody. Like we said, we're trying to get Blue Stars Phantom and Blue Knight still. If you're going to shows this week before Atlanta, pull your phone out and upload the video. Get a good lot video of those 3 groups for us. We're trying to react to them before the last little stretch of tour. But otherwise, we will see everybody in the next video.
Peace.